Hey, I am super excited to do one of these. So, this is going to be a 50 state battle royale. And, excuse me. So, we're going to battle until we only have one state left and see which state wins versus every other United State that we have here. So, here's our handy dandy map. And I'm only doing the 50 states, no DC, no Puerto Rico, and no other territories. So, spin here. See what we get. Nevada. Awesome. So we're going to have Nevada versus, let's see, what neighboring state Nevada is going to attack today? Utah. All right. So, Nevada versus Utah. Let's see. Will Nevada win against Utah or lose against Utah? And it looks like they lose. And Nevada is going to lose to Utah. So Utah will take Nevada in this one. So, yeah, we lost Nevada. And we have this lovely Utah going on out here in the west. But let's see. What state shall be attacking next? Alaska. So, Alaska, the way I'm going to do Alaska is because it is in the Pacific. It can attack any other Pacific state that touches the Pacific Ocean. So it can attack Hawaii, California, Oregon, or Washington. But let's see exactly what state Alaska will be attacking. Looks like they're going to go after California. Alright, now will they win or lose? Let's check here. And Alaska wins California. So California, you are out. A great, different, interesting turn of events. You would think California would be a strong state. Who's going to attack next? Well, let us see. The wheel says, oh, Alaska is going to attack again. Well, now with the new map, Alaska does have couple more choices on who to attack. So let's see what Alaska does. Alaska will be attacking Arizona. Will they win or will they lose? And looks like they will take over Arizona. Lots of action going on out here in the west so far. Alright, let's see who is up next to attack. So far it's just been West Coast. Maine. Well, because it's Maine, they automatically can only attack New Hampshire. So let's see. Will they win or lose New Hampshire? And looks like they are going to win New Hampshire to start their expansion. See how big their empire can get. Take a look at the map currently. Still got a lot of states to make some moves. And let's see who will make the next move. Montana. Alright. A few options to pick from on who to attack there. And Montana will attack North Dakota. Okay, let's see. Will they take over North Dakota? Or will North Dakota become the victor here? So far, I feel like we've had more wins than loses, and that streak is not changing. Montana will take over North Dakota. Next, we will have Washington. Goodness, a lot of West Coast action going on here. Who will Washington face against? Alaska. Ooh. This is going to be interesting indeed. Can Alaska maintain its space in its current territories, or will it fall to Washington? And it looks as if Alaska will maintain its territories. Washington loses, so Alaska is going to gain Washington. Ooh, how interesting. Alabama. All right, getting some action here in the South. Alabama will be attacking Tennessee. Okay. Will they win? Will they lose? And it looks like Alabama will take over Tennessee. So Tennessee is out, becomes part of Alabama. 43 states still left. South Dakota. All right. Plain State. Montana. Ooh, okay. Montana is one of our states that did take North Dakota. Will Montana take South Dakota? Will South Dakota take what used to be North Dakota? And it does look like Montana will be taking South Dakota. So, let's took both of the Dakotas over. What state can we do? Next we'll do Ohio. All right. And Ohio will be going against the states that border it. Kentucky it is. And it looks like, oh, Kentucky will take Ohio. Ohio has lost to Kentucky. The next attacking state's Louisiana. Who will Louisiana attack? Arkansas, their northern neighbor. Will they win or will they lose? And they will win over Arkansas. So, got some more action going on this side. Alright, let's take a look at our current maps, what we got going on. Still not a whole lot of big territories yet, but we shall see what happens next. Connecticut, ooh, some northeast again. And who will Connecticut face off against? And it will be against Massachusetts. I feel like that's a pretty fair fight there. And they do win Massachusetts. So gaining a little bit of territory there. Let's see who is going to attack next. We have Oregon. Going back to the lovely West Coast. Looks like they're going to be attacking Utah. Oh, looks like Oregon is going to lose to Utah, so Utah gets to expand its territory further. Montana. Goodness, we are just staying in the West. Montana. Idaho. Looking to expand further westward, Montana is. But will Montana win or lose Idaho? Montana does win Idaho, so bye-bye Idaho. Next attacker, Iowa. Alright, Iowa. Who are we going to attack? Ooh, Iowa chooses Montana. Interesting. Will they win it, though? They will. So, Montana is no more, and Iowa is going to take all of this Montana land here. Next, North Carolina. I don't think we've had anything from North Carolina yet. Who will North Carolina be attacking? Alabama. Ooh, okay. Alabama did take over Tennessee earlier in the game. So will they win or lose against Alabama? And they lose to Alabama, so Alabama takes over North Carolina. Louisiana. Louisiana did take over Arkansas earlier in the game, it looks like. Let's see who Louisiana will try to battle next. Texas. Oh boy. Finally getting Texas in the action. Will Louisiana take over Texas, or will Texas stand their ground? And it does look like Texas stood their ground. So Texas will take over Louisiana. Next attacker, South Carolina. Don't believe we've had any action from South Carolina. We have not. Only two options that they could attack, Alabama or Georgia. Carolina says, I'll just start with Georgia here with attacking. Can they? They can. South Carolina takes Georgia. Kansas. Okay, we have not heard anything from Kansas up until this point. But who does Kansas want to attack? Kansas wants to attack Colorado. Alright, Kansas. But will you win or lose against Colorado? Oh, Corn wins. New Mexico. Blackmore West Coast. Okay, New Mexico is one of two states that haven't really done anything out west. So that's Wyoming. Alright, who does New Mexico want to attack? Kansas. So therefore, they win or lose Kansas. New Mexico is going to win and take over the Kansas, which also consists of Colorado. What used to be Colorado. New Mexico again. They choose Nebraska. Alright, so Nebraska hasn't had any action yet. But will they win or lose against Nebraska? That is definitely an interesting turn of events. So the New Mexico territory has fallen to Nebraska. Attack Wisconsin. Look at our map. Wisconsin has not done anything. But who will they decide to attack today? Iowa. Oh goodness, going against the big old Iowa territory out here. Will they win it though? They will not. Iowa will take Wisconsin then, it looks like. Goodness. Here, Florida. Florida is finally in the game. And Florida can attack either Alabama or South Carolina. Florida decides to take its chances with South Carolina. But will it win or lose? Uh-oh. Florida is out of the game. Okay. Maine will be up next, which I did remember took over New Hampshire earlier in our game here. So Maine can take over, looks like Vermont or Connecticut. Vermont. So it's going to attack Vermont. Will it gain Vermont or not? Is the question. Vermont will actually come and take over Maine instead. Alright. Vermont is going to see if it can expand its territory now. Okay. And it is going to choose to attack small Connecticut, which is a little bigger because it has Massachusetts now as well, the former Massachusetts. But will it keep it or lose? Well, looks like Connecticut will actually win over Vermont. So Vermont's attack didn't do much good. Michigan. All right, Michigan. Kentucky. Interesting. All right. So, will they win or lose? They're going to lose to Kentucky. You got pretty northern with Michigan now. Okay, Virginia, who has not made any sort of move up until this point, decides they want to make a move. Alabama it is. Attack the decently sized territory of Alabama. Will they win? Is Alabama going to pull out ahead? They are going to win. So we get to tell Alabama goodbye. Mississippi. Has Mississippi done anything? Nope, it's just kind of over there doing its own thing. It's going to attempt to take on the decently-ish sized territories of Texas and Virginia. So it's like up for... It's going to try to take on Texas. Now, can the strong and mighty Texas hold its ground? Let's find out. He is going to win. And Texas, unfortunately, just because you're big doesn't mean it's always bad. Looks like New York finally making a move. And attack New Jersey. Rivalry continues. Will they defeat New Jersey? Let's find out. They will. So New York is going to win over New Jersey. 22 states left in this thing, and it looks like Missouri going to make a move finally. Missouri has not done anything yet. There's actually a few states that haven't really done anything yet. Missouri, you can attack Virginia. And Virginia does have a decent chunk of territory. If Missouri does win, it's going to make for a very even more odd-shaped territory there. And Missouri is going to win over Virginia. Make that odd-shaped territory. Wyoming, finally, making a move out west. It's probably going to try to take over one of the large territories near it. Iowa, Utah, or Nebraska. It wants to challenge Utah. Haven't heard anything out of Utah in a while. It's just been over here doing its own thing. But will Wyoming take over Utah? Or will Utah stand its ground? Wyoming does take over Utah. Maryland, gonna make a move. Who will Maryland face off against? Delaware, tiny little Delaware. Guess that's what Maryland wants. It looks like Maryland ain't gonna get what it wants though today. Looks like Delaware is going to stay Delaware. And game. South Carolina is going to attack again. At our lovely South Carolina down here. It can only attack Missouri though. So let's see. Will it win or lose Missouri? is going to win Missouri. Goodness. So, got a big territory. South Carolina. Minnesota is our winner now. That has been up there chilling, not doing anything also. And it looks like it can actually only attack Iowa. So, therefore, would win or lose against Iowa. Minnesota is going to win and take over Iowa. Now we're getting more interesting. So, it's going to have all this territory. And the Will wants to go back to Minnesota. Oh, my goodness. What in the world is Minnesota going to do now? Missouri says, Minnesota says, Illinois, you're small, but I really want you. But will they get it or not? No, looks like Illinois is going to defeat Minnesota. Goodness. 16 states left, and Wyoming. It wants Alaska. Ooh, how interesting. And Alaska's just been kind of sitting with its random territories for a while, so this should be a pretty interesting move here. And it looks like Alaska is going to take over Wyoming. So, sorry, Wyoming. Okay. Mississippi. Been a little bit since we've heard from Mississippi. South Carolina. Looks like Mississippi wants the whole South. Will Mississippi get the whole South? Mississippi will. So Mississippi has basically the whole South now. Mississippi is going to make a move again. Goodness, Mississippi. I guess pretty much the whole South ain't enough for Mississippi. And she wants West Virginia, which, smaller territory, but maybe that's a strategy. And I'm sorry, Mississippi, but West Virginia is hiding an army and seems to have beaten you. Indiana finally making a move. Goodness. So, what can Indiana do? Indiana wants Kentucky. The rivalry continues. And it looks like Indiana does win Kentucky. So, I guess Indiana's better than Kentucky, at least on this game. Really getting down to our final 12. Alaska. Goodness. Alright, Alaska. And we can go against Nebraska or Illinois. And Alaska chooses Nebraska. Alright. And Alaska will hold on and will take Nebraska. Who knew Alaska would become a Great Plains state? Okay, Indiana. Who will Indiana challenge? Pennsylvania, which is just its original state size here. Looks like Indiana is going to gain even more territory by winning Pennsylvania. Okay, Oklahoma. This is, I believe, the first time we're hearing from Oklahoma. West Virginia. Okay, but will it win or will it fall to West Virginia? Oklahoma is going to win West Virginia. Goodness. So, that means the whole South, pretty much, is Oklahoma's. 9 states left. 9 states. And Oklahoma is going to make a move again. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. Just came back to Oklahoma again, so. She wants to go after Delaware, which is the smallest of the options that we could have attacked. So, let's see what happens. Oklahoma has won over Delaware to further expand its territory. We have 8 states left, and it looks like 2 of them have yet to make a move, which would be Rhode Island and Hawaii. Let's see what we can get, though. Oh, Rhode Island. Oh, tiny, but will it be mighty? We shall find out, because it can only attack Connecticut. Therefore, it does win, and it takes over Connecticut. So once tiny, becoming more mighty. Rhode Island again. Okay. Now, it can only attack New York. So therefore, I don't have it spun yet. New York versus Rhode Island. Interesting rivalry here. And Rhode Island narrowly wins over New York. Expanding quickly. Rhode Island is going to make a move again. Alright. And it chooses Oklahoma. It wants to expand southward. Alright. But will it do it? Oh, nope. Oklahoma proves superior, so that ends Rhode Island's run. Sorry, Rhode Island, but you tried. Indiana making a move again. Indiana has its lovely territory there. So Indiana can attack Oklahoma or Illinois. Illinois, next door neighbor, wants to attack it. Will it win over Illinois? And it will win over Illinois. Illinois is no more. The final 4. Oklahoma can attack Alaska or Indiana. Attacking Alaska. And it does win over Alaska. Oh, goodness. Bye-bye, Alaska. We're finally at the final 3. Oklahoma again. Goodness. Does Oklahoma want to attack Hawaii or Indiana? It wants Hawaii. A small island out here that hasn't even been attacked or done anything. Alright, Oklahoma. Here's the moment. Oh my goodness, what an interesting change of events. Hawaii wins over Oklahoma. Okay, Indiana will be on the offense against Hawaii. So it's going to be Hawaii or Indiana. For our final round, looks like Indiana wins everything. So Indiana will win all of the Shine Hawaii territory that Hawaii just won and epically lost now, to become the victor of this 50 State Battle Royale. So congrats to Indiana. Who would have thought the Hoosiers pulled it off? Well, I do want to thank you all for watching this video. It's my first one I've done, the Battle Royale. And if you did like this video, please give it a like, and I always appreciate if you could subscribe to me as well. And thanks so much for watching.